Thank you, everyone, for coming today. We'd like to go ahead and get started. Today is September 21st, 2017, and as always, the appeals process for any action of this board can be found at the top of today's agenda. We'll start off with consideration of the minutes from our joint meeting from August 17th with the Fair Board. We have a motion. Second. All in favor to approve the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The minutes are approved. We also have consideration at this time for our regular full board meeting minutes from August 17th. Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
Motion and a second. Thank you, Dudley. All in favor to approve the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Those minutes are also approved. And now we will hear from our Executive Director, Monica Faulknesson, for her report.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. We have several board members who are traveling and speaking engagements and various things, but we really appreciate you being here. Appreciate all of you being here as well. You have the agenda before you. Following my report, the authority will consider the creditor's reallocation of guarantee obligations. We'll also entertain any facility questions and then receive the Nashville Sounds First Tennessee Park report. Are there any questions? A brief agenda. Are there any questions? I'd like to thank the Sounds for hosting us this morning, and I think it's really appropriate considering our recent events and the amount of time that we've spent at the ballpark lately. August was a great month for us. On the 21st, we hosted a solar eclipse viewing party with the Sounds, the mayor's office, and the Adventure Science Center, and it was here at First Tennessee Park. And I'm sure that Doug will share more about that, but it was a great event. I'd like to thank our special events coordinator, Quentin, who did a lot of hard work on the event, along with the rest of the team, and it was a great event. And then about a week later, on the 29th, we returned to the ballpark and with the Sounds hosted the ribbon cutting for the Mom of a Pods, and this is something that you've heard us talk about for quite some time. And that was a lot of fun. Mayor Berry spoke. Kim introduced her. We had a couple of council members who came. Dr. Paul, the director of the Metro Health Department, he attended. And most importantly, I would say we had mamas and babies, and they came, and they're very excited about this project. And one mom who asked if she could use it as soon as the ceremony was over. And so it was a really good evening.
Can you remind everyone about the project and where they're located? And
yes, so
for folks that might not know. I know we do, but
the Mom of Us are nursing pods that are designed for breastfeeding and nursing women. They're mobile, they're private, and it was something that we were funded through the mayor's public investment plan. So there are two Mom of Us. One is located here on the concourse, and then the other one is at Nissan Stadium. So on September 10th, we opened the one at the stadium, and we're excited to be able to get that done in time for the season opener. And we were also very excited to hear some CSC staff reports that they were used multiple times during the game against the Raiders. So we're excited. It's doing exactly what we intended it to do, and we are very appreciative of all of our partners involved. My staff, again, was fantastic during that process. The Sounds, the Titans, the Metro Health Department, the Mayor's Office, the Nashville Breastfeeding Coalition, and Southern Blood Services were our partners. If you haven't had an opportunity to see the Mom of Us, I'd love for you just to do it on your way out. They are open, and I think you'll find them interesting. It's a great project. Last but definitely not least, I want to talk for a couple minutes about soccer. You know, as we know, Nashville is contending for one of two spots in Major League Soccer's last round of expansion. And an approved stadium plan is really the last piece or the final hurdle. And so this is our opportunity. The MLS ownership group and Metro continue to work through the details of a deal, a private-public partnership that will bring some significant private sector investment into the fairgrounds. So we're excited about the location, we're excited about the project, and it's going to require approvals from the Sports Authority, from the Metro Council, of course, and also from the Fair Board. Dates have not been finalized, but it's also going to require multiple meetings for us, it looks like, in October. So we expect, I see the excitement, we expect that the next meeting will be another joint informational meeting with the Fair Board like we did in August. If you haven't heard from me yet about your schedule and availability for the month of October, don't worry, you will very soon. And I'm just going to ask that you be as flexible as you can as we work through this, because this is a really important opportunity for the city, and your input is critical to that. So I know your schedules are full and are busy, but to the degree you can make yourself available during October as we work through this, we really need your help. So, I think that's it. Are there any questions?
Is there an order on the approvals? Is it Sports Authority first, Fair Board, Metro Council, or opposite? Is there an order?
So at this point, it looks like there will be an informational session with the council, then the joint meeting with the Sports Authority and the Fair Board, who will then hear the information that council receives. Of course, you're welcome to attend the council meeting. The Fair Board meets the second Tuesday, so they will meet on October the 10th, and then it will come to us at some point after that, and then it will go to the council, ultimately, probably the end of October, November. Any other questions? And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Monica. We appreciate it. That brings us to the consideration of the Predators reallocation guarantee obligations, and I believe you were starting that one off as well.
I'll start it. Margaret Darby and Michelle Kennedy. Michelle is here, so they may pop in as well. But yes, there are a couple of things here. There are two pieces. The first is an update. The second is a request. Back in January of 2016, some of you were here, and this may ring a bell. Some of you were not on the board, so this is brand new. But there were two existing owners that transferred some of their units into a group of investors that the Sports Authority approved as substitute guarantors. And so the board's approval was to take effect at the closing. But the closing of the transfer was delayed. And so now it's finally back on track, and they're expecting it to close in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So that's kind of the update. That's an outstanding piece that is part of an overall transaction. But then secondly, the Predators are requesting that the authority approve some reallocations of guarantee obligations. So this was the result of, one, some units that were transferred between two existing owners, and then also there were some minimal changes that I think kind of stemmed from dilutive capital calls, so it kind of changed the pro rata ownership. So the Sports Authority needs to approve those as well. Am I missing anything, Michelle?
I can provide additional details if anyone wants them, but that is the essence of what we're doing.
Okay. All right. So that's what is before you and what you're being asked to approve. Like Michelle said, if there are additional questions or details, they can answer those.
Are there any questions? If not, I believe we would entertain a motion to approve the reallocation.
Yes.
Move approval.
Have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion and properly seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
I'm going to abstain.
Okay. Please note that Dudley has requested to abstain on this matter, and we have a motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor, aye, and I believe we have those, and we voted, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We did.
Yes, okay. If not, we'll vote again. Thank you, and motion carries. And next up, we have our facility questions. As usual, we have in our packet our facility reports today from the Titans and also the Nashville Predators. Since we're not at their venue today, are there any questions in those reports? Everyone should have had an opportunity to review. All right, great. Seeing no questions, at this time we'll move on to the Sounds First Tennessee Park report.
Morning. This is not on. Hold on. Nope. Hang on a minute. Check. Check 1, 2. Check. Maybe. Sorry.
This mic is clearly working very well if you want to use it.
Yeah. We checked these this morning. Mark, do you know? Well, I can speak loud enough. You guys will probably hear us. So, sorry. Good morning. I'm Doug Scopel, Vice President of Operations for the Sounds. Thank you for being here. It's appropriate time for us to host because we just finished our season, and actually the minor league baseball season just wrapped up yesterday. We'll get into a lot of the fun stuff we did this year, what we have planned for looking into 2018. But I want to start out, as Monica mentioned a little earlier, one of the big events we hosted about a month ago was the solar eclipse viewing here, and we obviously didn't do that by ourselves. As a matter of fact, Quentin really masterminded that whole thing, and I'm going to bring him up here. Where's he at? He's over here. Up here. We're going to show a quick video that recaps that, and then we're going to talk a little bit more in detail. Quentin, got me? May just want to kill it. All right. And then he'll get into a little more detail. And then we'll also have from the Sounds, Adam Noose, our general manager, will speak about our season. Destiny Whitmore, who you guys have all seen before, our manager of community relations, will give an update on what we're doing in the community, and then I'll talk about some events. So let's start with this video. So that was, hopefully most of you were in Nashville on the day of that. For a minute and a half going completely dark at about 1:30 in the afternoon was really cool and really amazing. We're happy to be a part of that. But Quinn, you want to come up and give a little more detail and introduce our guests?
I've been following Doug a lot recently. Morning board, Quentin Herring, Special Events Coordinator with the Metro Sports Authority. Basically, I just want to kind of come up and give kind of an overview of our amazing Eclipse event that we had. Today we do have a couple of special guests. We do have Janet Ivey of Janet's Planet. Janet, will you stand? We also do have Alexis McCoy, Director of Marketing of the Adventure Science Center, and Steve Hinckley, the Adventure Science Center's new CEO. So I wanted to start with them. Those two organizations helped me out immensely with this event. They definitely lended time, resources, and knowledge to be able to pull this thing off. So thank you both for your time. So kind of the cool thing about this event is I didn't really know what we were doing, but we made it happen. It was very successful. We sold over 8,000 tickets, and some kind of cool statistics for the event is we sold tickets in 32 different states and also 10 different countries. So that's definitely an amazing feat that the city came together to help me and the Sounds and all the partners included to pull off. So I want to say thank you to everybody involved, and thank you for your time. Any questions?
All right. Good morning. Adam Noose, General Manager, Nashville Sounds. On behalf of our owner, Frank Ward, I want to welcome you to the beautiful First Tennessee Park, and thank you guys so much for being here today. Doug and I just got back from the AAA National Championship game in Scranton, Pennsylvania. The Sounds were not in it this year, but we're hopeful 2018 we'll make it there and win that national championship for this city. But that marks the end of the 2017 season, and with that comes a couple awards across minor league baseball. And since you guys were such a big part of some of these achievements, wanted to share those with you. First, we were #1 in all of the Pacific Coast League in attendance this year for the first time ever, 8,861 fans. We increased from 504,000 last year to almost 600,000 this year. So a lot of support from everybody in this room, and appreciate all of that. We're chasing Charlotte. We were back and forth with them most of the year for being #1 in all of minor league baseball, which is 160 teams. And they caught us at the end with a couple rain delays that Dudley mentioned earlier. Also, we were given a Presidential Commendation Award for our groundskeeper. They give 3 of those away to the top 3 fields in the league. And when you're up against teams like El Paso and Albuquerque, where the weather's pretty consistent, it was a huge achievement. First time for him to win that award, but really excited for him. He puts a lot of hard work into that. Thirdly, there's a Larry McPhail Award, which is one of those that as a front office we always try to shoot for every year. It goes to basically the organization that has the best fan experience. It looks at off-season marketing and promotions, best community relations, best game day promotions, best on-field activities, best radio, TV, newspaper ads, programs, public relations. But this year we were nominated by the league from our peers to represent the league for the Larry McPhail Award. So now we go up against all the other leagues, and hopefully in December we'll come back with a nice trophy for that. But I wanted to make sure we brought that up because some of these events that we've worked with you guys, from the Mamava event to the Eclipse event, is really what got us into that, winning that award, and we just appreciate all the support from that side of it. Also, about a month ago, we announced that we're going to be hosting soccer here at the ballpark for 2018 season, an opportunity to support our friends in the sports industry here at the ballpark. But that's just a staple of what we can expect for 2018, a lot of concerts, a lot of special events, more than just baseball. But 2018 here at First Tennessee Park is going to be a fun year, a lot of great events, and certainly looking forward to that. So. Back by popular demand, Destiny Whitmore. She was, last time she spoke in front of this group, I had a lot of handshakes, a lot of emails, thank you calls for bringing her up and bringing her a part of it, but absolute all-star for us. But I'm excited for her to show some of the things that we did in the community this year, some of the things we're doing in the future. But just completed her first year as Director of Community Relations, completely knocked it out of the ballpark, but excited to bring her up.
Hey, Adam,
Yes, ma'am.
Before Destiny comes up, could you tell us a little bit more about the soccer? When does that, for next season? What's the timeline for converting the field? How does that work? When will soccer be played here? That sort of.
Sure. So they'll be operating from March through potentially the end of October, depending on playoffs, but a minimum of 15 games will be played here. They'll convert the field in between our homestands. They're hoping that they'll play 2 games in between each of our homestands, which will be about a week separating it, but they'll be busy. It's going to be quite a process to turn the field around each time. We have to take out the mound, have to put grass over the infield. It's quite a process, but it's going to be a special treat for Nashville to get to see soccer and baseball all year round.
Yes.
Should be fun.
Yes.
Adam, I would just like to say I'm here on a consistent basis, day in and day out, and it's a first-grade operation that I see. And all the awards are very commanding. And Thomas, your head groundkeeper, does a fantastic job. Even when we were at the old stadium, all the different stadiums that I went to, his was on top by far. And working for Major League Baseball, from time to time I get emails talking about openings in Major League Baseball, and I got one several months ago about a head groundskeeper's opening. And I thought I would mention it to Thomas, but I said, no, I want to keep him here. I want to keep him here. So if anybody can get it done and change from soccer to back to baseball in a short period of time and keep the field looking nice, Thomas can do that. So congratulations with all your accomplishments from the Sports Authority.
We'll appreciate that. And I forgot to mention that award is voted from the umpires and visiting managers. So it's not something that we were lobbying for. It's something that, and I think a lot of it goes to the great relationship that Chuck has with the umpires and makes the whole experience great. So.
Thank you.
All right, Destiny.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. I have a lot of big shoes to fill. My name is Destiny Whitmore. I am the Community Relations Manager. And this season, the 2017 season, we just wanted to go into it being as plugged in into the community as we could be. And that started with Adam, and we have been able to kind of evolve the way players are plugged in, the way our staff is plugged in, and the way that we engage our fans. So we're really proud of everything we've done this season. So I'll start with player community involvement. We have a partnership with Vanderbilt. So we go to Monroe Carroll Jr.'s Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt once a month. And so we have had 4 hospital visits this season. And last season, we had a lot of great players who were willing to step up. But this year, we've had players come that didn't sign up. We've had 8 players come to one event. And we've had booster at every every hospital visit. And when we go to the cancer patient floors, and I was talking to Allie, who also works in community relations with me, about how impactful it is when we see some of the same kids, which I think from our perspective we don't see a lot because the kids are in and out of the hospital, but we've really had a great group of guys this year who've been able to help us with that, because we are just regular people, but when they see players, when they see booster, and they can give them a smile on their face, that's always great for us to be able to do. And we've also tried to work more with baseball teams and kids who play baseball. So we've done 2 clinics this year. The Sartoma Club Clinic is one that we've done for, Doug can correct me if I'm wrong, but at least 20 years, if not more. And we do that clinic with kids who are either deaf or hard of hearing. And so they come in to the ballpark, we provide them with lunch, T-shirts, and then they just go through a basic skills clinic. And these kids range from age 5 to about 14. And so it's just really, really basic. But this year, it was better than ever. We had one of our players who memorized how to sign, my name is Chris Jensen, and it's nice to meet you, which is another, just a great example of the type of locker room we've had this season. And we also worked in conjunction with RBI, Reviving Baseball in Inner Cities, which is an MLB initiative to really make baseball a staple in communities that it hasn't been before. And so we don't have a major league team in this region, and so MLB was very instrumental in trying to create the relationship between us and RBI. And so we hosted a skills camp, an actual skills camp. And so we had our pitching coach and our hitting coach and players who were able to actually give these kids who are getting looks from colleges and being able to kind of hone on their skills and be able to compete at a more competitive level when they travel outside of Davidson County. And so, like I said, we wouldn't have been able to do it without the great players and coaching staff and Doug being able to kind of get everybody on one accord. So staff community involvement, I talked about this at our the last meeting we hosted here, and so we've continued to do that. I have been really, really lucky to have a front office staff who is more than willing to chip in when they can. And so I just put up a few of these photos from various service projects. So in the right, on the right upper corner, we recently did this last week. We prepared a dinner meal for a Safe Haven Family Shelter. And then, so we had a group of staff help us cook the meal. And then the next day, we took that meal over and served it to the residents there. And for those of you who don't know, Safe Haven Family Shelter is one of the only homeless shelters in Nashville that will accept the entire family unit. Most other shelters will only accept women and children, and then the men are often separate. And so we've worked with them in the past, and that was a really fun project that we just completed. We also went on Good Friday to serve the Easter meal at Nashville Rescue Mission. And so that was a joint effort between staff and players, and which was a lot of fun. We helped serve the meal, and we helped just interact with the kids. Booster came with us and interacted with the kids, which was a lot of fun. And then we worked with Nashville Food Project this year too, and we gardened, which is really, really hard work if you're not familiar with gardening. But our staff was fully plugged in, and like I said, I couldn't ask for anything more than that. To date, we've committed over 1,600 hours to the Nashville community, and we just hope to increase that number as the holidays approach and our off season is here. So jersey auctions, every year we have 4 to 5 specialty jerseys, which is a normal theme in minor league baseball. And so we have the complete control to choose what those jerseys look like, which is a very unique opportunity to minor league baseball. So this year we had a cancer awareness jersey, which we partner with American Cancer Society on. We had a military jersey that we wore every Sunday for Military Sundays. And then we also had a Star Wars jersey. And then we had a honky tonks jersey for a series that we did with Round Rock. And so the way the jersey auctions work, we wear that specialty jersey one night only, and those are the only ones. We don't sell them in the stores. At the end, during the game, fans can bid on those jerseys, and then they get to come on the field after the game to meet the player whose jersey they won and get their jersey signed, which is a super unique opportunity. And so we were able to donate over $11,000 this year to 4 different organizations. So we worked with American Cancer Society's Hope Lodge for our cancer awareness jersey, and so they received all of the profits from that. We worked with Souls for Souls, which is a homegrown nonprofit, if you all are familiar with it, in Old Hickory, Tennessee, and they provide disaster relief and clothing and shoes here and abroad. And so we were able to donate to them through our Star Wars jersey auction. And then we worked with Notes for Honky Tonks. And so the Round Rock series, we were the honky tonks and they were the dance halls. And they thought they were the real Music City, but they're not, we all know. And so we wore those jerseys when we played against each other. So when we played them, we wore honky tonks. We were the honky tonks and they were the dance halls. And so we donated all those profits to Notes for Notes, which is an organization that works with the Boys and Girls Club here. And they teach kids how to record. They teach them all about the music industry. And they started in California, and Nashville was the second city that they kind of implemented the program. It's a super unique way to kind of engage kids and teach them something about music. And then we worked with the Legion Fund, which is a support group for the 5th Special Forces Group at Fort Campbell. And so we donated all of the proceeds from our military jersey to them. And so this is just a way for us to kind of, again, be plugged into the community in a different capacity. So we're able to engage our fans and engage with our players, bring them on the field, give them a unique experience, and then also be able to do something good for our community. Our Hometown Hero program is something that we do throughout the season, and so we encourage fans to nominate servicemen and women that this should be honored. And so you'd be surprised how hard a lot of people don't want to be honored. They feel as if, you know, they took this responsibility, which just shows so much about them. But so we honor them, and we've had the opportunity to do 2 homecoming surprises this year. One actually was on Mother's Day. The mother is a doctor and a colonel in the Army, and came home and got there like the day before Mother's Day. Her kids had no idea that she was here. They thought they were coming to throw out the first pitch in honor of their mother for Mother's Day, and we hit her in the dugout, and she came out right after they threw out the first pitch. And so that's the picture to the right. I really wish we had a video because it was amazing. And then we also did a homecoming for a father, which is the bottom picture, which was set to happen on Father's Day, but his deployment lasted a little longer. So we did that during our last homestand in August. And then we just really find it very important to make sure that we engage fans here and abroad. And so we've had a really unique opportunity to work with the families of military members and military members themselves, and kind of create a bond with them through our Military Sundays and through our Hometown Hero program. So recently, as we all know, the devastation that Hurricane Harvey and Irma caused. And so for us to kind of pitch in, no pun intended, we decided to do a jersey auction and memorabilia auction. It was online. We did it on the day of our last game on August 31st. And so we are ordering new white home jerseys. So we auctioned off the authentic game-worn jerseys online, and we made over $5,000. And so our foundation matched that, and we are donating $10,000 to the Houston Astros Hurricane Relief Fund. So we're really super proud about that, and it's just another example of the fans we have and them being able to pitch in when it counts. And then we also had fans deliver non-perishable food items, water, and clothing too. And we loaded all that stuff up and then took that over to the Preds, who are also hosting a drive. And then last but not least, our community events. So I always say I am super lucky to have a job where I'm in the park and out of the park. And so these are just some examples of us being out in the community. The bottom picture is from our pop-up baseball game. So we went and played baseball, an impromptu game with kids from Buena Vista Elementary School, which is about a mile from here. And it was completely staff-driven. All of our staff were the coaches, the umpire, and Booster was with us, and we did that with their 4th grade students back in March, which was a super fun experience. Some kids have never even played baseball. Teaching them, you know, the game and how it goes was super fun. And then Booster, he's always out in the community. He could come in here and do his own thing about everything that he does, but we work in conjunction with him a lot to go and read at schools, to go to 5Ks, to walks, anything where we can be out and about in the community. And then we also did a paint night through Sips and Strokes this year as a fundraiser for our foundation, which is that top right photo. We've been super lucky to have great partners and great sponsors, and Ashley Home Store is one of our sponsors, and they have a program called Hope to Dream. And I could talk about it, but I figured why not show you guys a video? So here is that. You guys, any questions?
Destiny, I would just like to say that is very exciting, and to keep up the good work. A lot of people don't realize when you come to a Sounds game or you go to a Titans game or to a Predators game, what really goes on beneath the stadiums. And people think you just come to a game and that's all it is. But people like you and doing things in the community is really outstanding. So keep up the good work, and we're very proud of you.
Thank you. Any other questions?
So I noticed that Adam and Booster are never in the same picture together. So I'm wondering, are you really Booster?
Are you left-handed? Booster's left-handed.
I think that's a question for Adam.
Top secret.
No comment. No.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That's tough to follow. I feel like I don't need to say much here, but I got a little more about the Sound season for you guys. Again, I'm Doug Scopel, Vice President of Operations. Adam mentioned earlier that we led the Pacific Coast League in attendance. We actually finished 4th overall in the minor leagues in attendance this year. Bigger attendance jump than we had in our first year at this ballpark, which just goes to show the efforts of a lot of our staff in this room and our front office, how much Nashville has embraced what we do out here, the ballpark, but also what we do promotionally. And 70 home games a year for us, 71 this year, to try to keep it original content out here, a lot of fun things, and keep people coming back. And fortunately, our fans have responded, and we're very grateful for a lot of efforts of a lot of people, our sponsors, our fans, our staff. So wanted to add that on, and we're just going to try to continue to improve that in the future years as Nashville just keeps becoming a bigger and greater city and all that. Sounds a couple on the field notes here. Adam mentioned we were just at the AAA championship game. Memphis, which won our division, represented our league in that game. They didn't win the game, but the Sounds finished in second place this year, but we were like 25 games at second. Memphis had such an amazing year. They set like the highest record in our league in 20 years. They won over 90 games, which in minor league baseball is unheard of. But we finished second in our division this year. One of our players, Renato Nunez, who's our left fielder, was named to the All-Pacific Coast League team. That's a team that it's not like the All-Star games where they name like 3 left fielders, 3 center fielders. There's one person at every position that gets honored. So one of our players was one of the 9 guys on that list, which was really cool. He hit 32 home runs this year, which was second in our league and second most by any Sound in the 40-year history of our team. So really good year for him. A couple other highlights for this season for us. We had 4 pitchers combined on a no-hitter in June in Omaha. So in 40 years, we've only had 7 no-hitters. So that's a pretty rare feat. And it's even more rare when you see multiple pitchers, including one of the guys was Sean Doolittle, who had flown in the day before. He's a major league guy on a rehab assignment, threw an inning and got to be part of a no-hitter. So you don't really put that on your itinerary, but it's pretty cool to have him involved in that. 3 of our players throughout the year were named Player of the Week award winners. Just obviously, if they have a good week, that's voted on by our league office, and it's always good to see that recognition. Our roster is 25 players. We have 64 different guys that played for the Sounds this year, so you can do the math there. That's more than almost 3 times as many as you start with. So Destiny talks about the players we get out in the community and how we promote them. It's really tough for us to do that. Unlike the other teams we share the Nashville sports scene with, they pretty much know who's going to be on their roster day to day. Our roster changes almost daily, and so it's great, especially for our guys getting out of the community, because from month to month, each of those different hospital visits was probably a whole different group of guys that went out there. And they come into Nashville, and they're only here for at most 5 months at a time. Sometimes they're here for a month, 2 weeks, whatever. But they embrace being a Sounds player. They embrace what we're doing here at the ballpark. That's just really exciting for us that they're part of that sense of community and the whole Sounds experience that we provide. Of those 64 players that played for us, 31 of them, so almost half, appeared in the major leagues this year. So we're an affiliate of the Oakland A's. That's a small market team. They didn't have a great year in Oakland this year, so around midseason, we started the year with a lot of good prospects from baseball. Most of the Oakland A's starting lineup right now in September, even back in August, were guys that played in Nashville this year, if not this year, last year. So it's fun for us to watch from afar and see our guys up there doing really well and having really good success with the A's. They have a better record in the second half with the Sounds players than they did in the first half with the original Oakland A's players. So we have a sense of pride with that. Just recap some events that we did at the ballpark. If you remember back in March, we hosted, and we've done this, I think this was the third year, we hosted 2 Vanderbilt baseball games here. They played against Belmont, they played against Lipscomb. That's something we're going to continue to do in the future as part of being the baseball stewards of town. In April again this year, we hosted, we served as part of the course for the St. Jude Rock and Roll Marathon. Runners that did the full marathon, I think we were in mile 17, got to run through the ballpark down on the warning track, could see themselves up on the scoreboard. It's a pretty cool experience for them. We had a Brew Fest in May. We had the City of Hope Celebrity Softball game in June. That ties into the CMA Music Festival. That's something that the Sounds have been doing probably for 30-something years. They tie in, City of Hope does fundraising for cancer, and a lot of country stars come out for that. That's another event we'll continue to do. We started off our presentation with Quentin and the solar eclipse viewing. That was such an awesome event, and we were just lucky to host it here. We had a small piece of that, but Quentin really put in a ton of time. The folks over here that got introduced earlier, we can't be thankful enough for what all they did to make it such a cool program. We had, the mayor was here. We had 2 or 3 different people from NASA giving, information about current missions going on, about what to expect during the eclipse. We had demonstrations and science experiments from the Science Center. It was really a cool thing just throughout the day, all the stuff that went on as part of that. And it obviously a once-in-a-lifetime event, but we were very happy to be a part of that. And then, as Monica mentioned earlier, the Mama Voss Suites, we launched ours the day before the end of our season, so we didn't really get to see an impact on how many people use them. But like she said, there was a lot of excitement, the fact that, not only from the breastfeeding community, but just our fans that first couple games when we had them here. What is that? And then, they were using them. And it's just something, it betters our fan experience. So we're always trying to do a better job with that. Moving forward, some events we have coming up tomorrow. We have the Nashville Beer Festival out here on our warning track. That's something we've done each year at this ballpark. And next week, as you guys have probably heard and seen, Kings of Leon will be doing a concert on our field. That's going to be the first major concert we've done. Adam mentioned earlier we want to do more in the future, so tomorrow's kind of the first one. We see how it goes and then try to build on it from there. But we're really excited to have them in. Obviously a local Nashville band, and we're a larger outdoor venue space than Ascend, a little smaller than Nissan Stadium, so it's some concerts may fit in here, and we're going to see what we can do in the future on that. But we're excited to just a different kind of event we can host here. Next March, I mentioned we're doing the Vanderbilt games. Adam mentioned soccer, so a little more clarification on that. Obviously, Nashville is in the process of trying to get an MLS franchise. What they have starting next year is a USL franchise, which is, I think, their top level of what they consider minor league soccer. So we'll host them here. Their game will start, like he said, mid-March, goes through sometime in October. We won't know their schedule. They won't know their schedule until later this fall, October, November, something like that. So, we'll work with them on promoting it. We'll host all those events. Our staff will run most of those events. Obviously, they have soccer-specific things, but people that come out for those, any event that we host here at the ballpark, you're going to get the same fan experience. We're always going to have, our ticket takers at the door, our security staff, our EMTs. The great fun experience you get at a Sounds game, you're still going to have all those same people out here welcoming you, making you feel like you're part of the ballpark, and just different little events we do out here. And then next year, 70 Sounds games. So that's a lot of events we got coming up next summer. But like I said, we got a staff that's really excited to just be creative. Adam sets a good example for us, leading, just trying to think outside the box. What else can we do with this wonderful facility we have here, while not trying to kill each other by doing too many events? But it's a place people obviously like to be. We feel like we do a good job executing events, so we're trying to add more and more to that. So that's kind of what's on tap. We'll know a lot more when we do our presentation in the spring about kind of what's on tap for our 2018 season. We're just now getting into the brainstorm process for next year, sitting down, thinking through promotions, thinking through what upgrades we want to do here. Jeremy from our ops team is here with us. We try to keep this place looking like it did when it opened in April of 2015. So, his staff has a lot of work to do, but, we'll be doing some staff retreats, go to a few seminars to get ideas from other teams. So we're just excited about building on what we've already done for 3 years and making 2018 even more successful.
Thank you, Doug. That was a great presentation. Are there any questions?
Is the soccer team a new soccer team, or is it a team that's moving here from another?
It currently exists. It's called Nashville SC. They currently play, Adam, do you know what level they are right now? U23. I'm not a big soccer guy, so I don't know, but they currently play, I believe, over at Vanderbilt, but to move up to the USL level, which is the level below MLS, they have to have, I think they're on artificial turf over there or something, I don't know, but they needed to have a more permanent venue with grass and all that, which obviously we can provide here, so they're moving up. That team has been around in different iterations or whatever for several years, but they're stepping up to a new level next year, with the ultimate hope of getting to the MLS. So this is just an example. You guys have heard in previous meetings, they hosted a couple events at Nissan Stadium, not that team, but soccer events. So you can see there's an appetite for soccer. So this is them taking it to the next level and just show again, we're becoming a soccer town. And so we're partnering with them on it.
So they already have somewhat of a following.
Yes, yep. And I'm not sure if they'll, Monica, I don't want to put you on the spot here, but will they present as part of this at all when they get going, or no, it would just be like the MLS?
Great to hear from them.
You know, we want to include them, and we can work through that with you.
Maybe when we host in March or something, because that'll be right when their season's going. So,
great.
Cool. Yeah, I can't answer a lot of specific questions, but we're excited to have them.
I'd just like to thank the Sounds for a great presentation this morning. You know, recently we changed the structure of these meetings, and today, really, I was able to realize the value of that change, because it's one thing when we see numbers and we see what you're doing in the community. The thing that really struck me was the fact that how you have to do it with so much turnover in the players, and how you get out into the community, and how you go from day to day and not really be sure who's going to be on the roster tomorrow. So that really adds value to the work that you all do in the community. Also, I'd like to congratulate you on your awards, specifically the Fan Award, Best Fan Award. I think that's awesome. I was here for the solar eclipse event, and it was spectacular. I think you guys did a great job on that. And also, my firm hosted an event for some clients at the Budweiser deck. It was phenomenal. So if you all have never done that, you might want to look into that. It was an evening where it had rained all day. We thought it was going to be awful, no turnout. Everybody showed up. We were covered. It actually stopped raining. It was next to the last season game. Okay. But it was a great experience. The food, beverage, service, everything was excellent. So I appreciate that client experience.
That's what we aim to do with our
Great
fan
job.
experience. So yeah, thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Doug. We appreciate your presentation. That looks like that wraps our meeting agenda today. If there is no further business, just keep in mind, though, next month is going to be critical with schedules, and we're going to have a few extra meetings, so please be flexible. I know Monica is going to reach out as soon as we have a firm grasp on meeting dates. So we look forward to seeing you early and often in October, and if there is no additional business, we would move to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, we're adjourned. Thanks.
Yay. This is just the opposite of last month.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information about this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.